Hey guys, what's up? So today I am going to talk to you guys about how I got rid of my acne. Alright, so for starters, if you're watching this video, I'm sure that you're probably going through your own skin journey or have gone through your own skin journey. But if you're going through one right now, what I want to say to you before you watch this video is to breathe, because I know that when I first started getting acne and really had no idea how to get rid of it, was doing everything, didn't really change my skincare routine, didn't know what was going on, I was so stressed and so sad. And I just want to tell you that there is light at the end of the tunnel and it's all gonna be okay. And just breathe, stop freaking out, because you're obviously looking to, find a solution, and hopefully with my help I can give you guys some solutions from what I've learned. Wow, so I've really been nervous to have this conversation, and I wanted to wait until I felt like my skin was at a place that I could be giving advice or I could speak on it. My skin finally cleared up after, I'm gonna say about 4 or 5 months. My skin was raggedy. It was not looking good. I looked like I washed my face with chicken grease and then I was drinking only soda. That's what my skin looked like. And I think having acne comes with this connotation of being dirty, which 90% of the time it's the complete opposite. The person may be washing their face too much, or they're just using the wrong product, and they drink so much water but it's still not working, and it's just part of their anatomy or what's going on with them right now. So I would like to say that if you're watching this, you don't have acne, and you see someone with acne or really severe acne, that is not within their control. They cannot control the amount of oils produced in their face. They cannot control the pimples that come up the same way that you can't control your random outbreaks, your tiny little pimples. They can't control their large amounts of cystic acne, and trust me, if they could, they would. So let's please stop looking at people as if they're dirty when they have acne, and maybe smile at them or look at the other features other than their skin and specific to give them a compliment, because I think that having acne is probably it's probably the most heartbreaking and frustrating thing in the world, because the first thing people see are your skin, your face, what you look like on the outside is how you greet people, and your face is the first thing that people look at. So just please be nice to anybody that you come across that is going through their own acne journey, because they probably really need it. I had very light acne for a little bit. I'm gonna continue to do my makeup, my hair as I do this, but anyway, I had very light acne. It wasn't horrible, but for me it was terrible, because I probably had never had acne in my entire life, and I wanted a solution. And I thought, because it was my 21st year on this planet and I was turning 21, and every 7 years your body changes, all that stuff, I was like, oh, you know what, my hormones probably changed, let me start getting on birth control. So once I got on birth control, I went on Gianvi, and my friend suggested it. She said it cleared her skin up, made her feel amazing. I looked it up, everybody said it was great. So I asked my doctor to put me on Gianvi, which he did, and I thought it was helping, and then all of a sudden my skin just erupted in what was considered a cystic acne, a very cystic / hormonal, based on the placement, acne. And it was itchy and irritated, and the bumps were everywhere. I had bumps everywhere, like a rash, and it was deep under my skin. So after that happened, I went to my dermatologist, and she gave me a cream. I wonder if I still have the cream, actually. Hold on. I do still have the cream. She gave me tretinoin cream, which you guys can see right here. I don't know what this is on the bottom. Anyway, tretinoin, and it was 0.025, so it wasn't very strong. And it was just to get rid of the acne, because what tretinoin does is it speeds up the process of your cell regeneration. But I kept using tretinoin, kept using it. My skin was just super sensitive, super flaky, and I just had these red blotches everywhere. It wasn't doing what it needed to do for me. And I had a lot of hope for it. So that was definitely super, just super saddening, I would say. And then I actually reached out to a facialist. After that, after it not working, I reached out to a facialist. Her name is Sabrina. Sabrina is an angel sent from God to fix skin. And Sabrina owns Threo Skin. And I went in there like for some social media stuff, and she looked at my skin and she goes, your skin is really dry and you have acne deep under, and like you need to get off of tretinoin. And I was so scared to get off of tretinoin, because I'm like, well, like my doctor prescribed tretinoin, like why would she prescribe something that wasn't correct for me? But you also have to remember, the medical industry is basically a bill. They look at you as a bill. A doctor looks at you as a bill, and like no matter how caring, how important of a patient you are, they still have to pay their bills, and they come first. Okay, to continue the story, I kept using tretinoin, and Sabrina kept telling me to get off of it, but then I was still listening to my dermatologist, and I was trying to do like the thing where I listen to one, then go get facials from the other, and it just wasn't working out. And then my dermatologist actually suggested that I get on Accutane. When she said the words Accutane, I was mortified. I was so mortified, because I was like, why, when, and how did my acne ever get so bad? Ever in my entire life. And when I told Sabrina this, she said, absolutely not. Do not get on Accutane. You do not need Accutane. Your skin is not that bad, and we can fix it. Just trust me and get off of tretinoin. So the tretinoin was not allowing me to get chemical peels, which Sabrina specializes in chemical peels, especially on people who have multi-ethnic skin. She got me off of tretinoin, and I gave her a chance, and I was like, what's the worst thing that could happen? If anything doesn't work, then I'll go and get the Accutane from my doctor. / I was a little too lazy to go get the blood test. So Sabrina decides that my skin is ready. I had stopped the tretinoin, gave my skin some time to breathe and just be its natural self. And she started me on a level 1 chemical peel, and my skin peeled for a couple days, maybe 2 days. It's not like this peel, I feel like I have pictures somewhere. I'll look for pictures, but it's not the kind of peel that like, oh, I can take my skin off and just rip it off. It wasn't like that. It was a like, oh, I got a sunburn, or I was in the sun too long and like my skin is just peeling a little bit. So that was the kind of peel I got. And immediately I saw a difference in my skin. Like so the day I got the chemical peel, my skin was just glowing and nice, and I was like, wow, who is she? I don't know. And then the next week, some of the redness went away and some of the scarring went away. So I had to wait another 2 weeks to go get another one, and I was ecstatic to get another one. And I think I've had 3 to 4 now, and with that, and then staying on my skin regimen, which she tells me to use basically face reality products. And when you go to Sabrina, she gives you a list of like your new routine, because we all have our skincare routines and sometimes we need a new one. So I started out on an ultra gentle cleanser. Now I've moved over to Mandelic cleanser. That cleanser does wonders for me. We have cran peptide cream, which is the best, and I really mean the best moisturizer I've ever used, and I'm almost out, and I'm very, very sad. So Sabrina, SOS. And then she gave me sunscreen, and Mandelic serum as well. We're just gonna run through everything real quick. Ooh. This, which is a Hydra Balance hydrating gel, and I love that because your skin gets so dry, especially when you're doing things like chemical peels. So that locks in the moisture, and you can layer it, sandwich it with your cran peptide cream, which I'm about to do right now, and it just keeps your skin nice and moisturized, and actually helps prevent any peeling you may have. And then the last very special ingredient that I used a different one from the one she gave me. I like this one a bit more. It is a 10% benzoyl peroxide acne treatment. The This is what it is. It's from Acne Free. I ordered another one on Amazon, so you can get it on Amazon for sure. This literally helped get rid of the pimples, and this is what I use when I have pimples every night, maybe like 2 or 3 nights a week. Now that my skin is cleared up, I put it on my cheeks just to prevent any acne from coming up. And yeah, I was saying about my sunscreen that she gave me, I use this if I know I'm gonna be in the sun all day long and I need like a really crazy amazing protection. But I mean, the other stuff that I use still gives me pretty good protection. It's actually SPF 40. And it's super goop, and it's the Unseen sunscreen. The reason I like this is I can use it as a primer when I'm putting my makeup on, and then also it's so light, it doesn't like sink into your pores. It just make sure that you have sunscreen, because sunscreen is super important. It's the reason that your acne gets red and inflamed if you don't have proper sunscreen. The 5% mandelic serum, which is this, also helps get rid of your red pigmentation, especially after having acne scars. And I told you about the hydrating gel and the crayon peptide cream, and also something that I'm about to use right now is the CeraVe healing ointment. So this does not clog your pores, and it helps to lock in any moisture you have. I literally use that much, put it on my hands, and make sure I get the creases of my nose, because after a chemical peel, which I just had one like this past weekend, your skin is kind of dry and the small crevice spots. So yeah. Oh, I forgot. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I start my skincare routine after washing my face with toner, but this toner is different from the one she gave me. It's a calming toner with aloe from the Body Shop. I love it. I think it's great, and it's super cheap. But if you also need a toner, there's a gentle toner on Face Reality's website as well. I just can't complain about Face Reality. They are amazing. So just to do the whole rundown one more time, we wash our face with a mandelic wash, and then we put the Body Shop Aloe Calming Toner on it. And then after that, we put, this is how I do. I put 5% mandelic serum, and then I let that dry a little bit. Then I put my Acne Med on the sides of my cheeks, and then I use the Hydrating Balance gel, and then I put on crayon peptide, and then maybe a little more Hydra Balancing just based on how my skin is doing. So yeah, that is my new skincare routine. As you guys can see, my skin is immensely clear right now, which is so crazy compared to where it was literally 2 months ago. 2 months ago, my acne was horrendous, and Sabrina really turned it around. I know that everybody doesn't have the means to go and get a facial, but I really would suggest, if your doctor is suggesting to you that you get any kind of like Accutane or any kind of medication, tretinoin, any of that, you talk to her first about getting a chemical peel. And I think that doctors won't suggest it unless you suggest it and bring it up, because at the end of the day, like, Accutane costs so much more money, and it's coming from your insurance, but like, they're getting paid to put you on Accutane, because Accutane lasts up to 6 months. It dries you out, and at the end of the day, Accutane is not a end-all be-all fix your skin forever. The minute you stop taking it, like, your skin is still your skin, and it goes back to being how it was and how you were treating it. So now it's about finding the right combination for your skin and seeing what your skin really needs. And that's something that having an esthetician really changed, because I would have never known my skin was too dry. I thought that my skin was too oily. I thought, oh my gosh, I have acne, I have too much oil on my face, let me stop using any product that has any oil in it, any product that has this or that. But like, you learn when you have an esthetician that like, actually you should moisturize your face when you feel like it's too oily, because it's probably too dry and it's overproducing oil. Go see an esthetician, go see somebody who knows what they're doing, and I promise you will be so much happier and so relieved, and yeah, and it'll speed up your process. So I really hope that this video reaches someone and gives a little bit of calmness to them. I hope that after watching this video, you're able to breathe if you're dealing with something like acne, and just know that it's not the end of the world and you're gonna be okay, even though it seems like it is the goddamn end of the world and you just don't feel good. I promise that there is light at the end of this tunnel, and I hope that you guys feel a little more educated after watching this. Again, everything that I've said may not be Bible for you. Everything that any other influencer or blogger on here says may not be Bible for you. That's about it. I wish I had so much better of an answer. I wish I had an answer that wasn't something that cost money. I really do. I wish that was like, well, there's this magic cream that you can buy for like $5 and it's gonna be great. But at the end of the day, skincare is expensive and taking care of yourself is expensive, and it will be the best investment you ever make in your entire life, because at the end of the day, it's affecting not only your physical health, but your mental health. So please invest within your skincare. And yeah, that's about it from me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, so much for tuning in. If you have a friend who's dealing with acne, cystic acne, hormonal acne, any of those things, please send them my video, because not only do I have some answers that worked for me, but I also have, you know, some things to help you calm the fuck down, just some information to help you calm down. So yeah, that is it for me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all those things. Share it with a friend, like I said, and I will see you guys on the next episode of Sydney's Life. Okay, bye guys.